Good morning. Day 2. Day 1 officially, I guess I should say. Headed southbound. Just got gas here in Tumwater. At the Freddy's gas station here. Don't know if you could really see that too well, but I am going to head southbound. First big stop of the day is Crater Lake. So probably gonna have to get some more gas around Eugene. So I'll make that stop, but yeah. It's go time. Let's do this. Any road trip that I go on, there's always a bunch of checkpoints that I look for. Certain things that just lets me know I'm actually out there, finally hitting the road. And right here, crossing the Columbia River into the great state of Oregon is right up there. Lets me know, hey, I'm actually out of my own home state. I'm doing it. I'm out on the road. When I was a kid growing up, my dad had this book called Fire and Ice, The Cascade Volcanoes. It was actually released not too long after Mount St. Helens blew on May 18th, 1980 here in the state of Washington. And I loved that book, reading about the different volcanoes in our area, how they were formed and just their history. And the one that really caught my attention was Crater Lake down in Oregon. At the time, I had no idea. It's the only national park in the state of Oregon. But I knew one day I wanted to visit it, and I finally got that chance here on August 1st, 2021. The drive in is absolutely beautiful. And then once you hit the line for the national park, from there on up to the rim is spectacular. I mean, I couldn't help but look at everything and wonder, what does this look like covered in snow? There were several fields and areas where you could see where it would be great to get out on snowmobiles there if they allow it. And it's just was a beautiful, beautiful drive. And as you could see clearly from this video, you grab a lot of elevation as you're headed into the park. This footage here was captured with my GoPro Hero 9 attached to my dash. So you could see how it moves a little weird. I think it's because it's trying to keep the horizon level. But it's gives you a really good representation of what I was seeing as I drove in. Look at these fields here again. Could you imagine it's covered in snow, being able to take a snowmobile out there? Not that I've ever ridden a snowmobile, but it's one of those bucket list items that I think would be fun. And look at how open that is, how gorgeous this would be. As you make your way up the rim there are several different spots where you can stop, take some time, check out the lake. And the first one that I came to was quite busy, a lot of people. So I moved on to the second one, and this is that view. So this was the first view that I had looking out at Crater Lake, and well, it just kind of took my breath away. I mean, just look at that. Absolutely spectacular. This video has not been color graded in any way, shape, or form. This is just raw, straight off of my GoPro camera. Once you get up this far and you've got that view looking out, there are multiple stops. Like this is another one here. You could tell by looking at Wizard Island out there in the lake that I'm at a different spot here. This just blew my mind looking at the reflection of the clouds off the lake. I think I mentioned it again later, but you could see, if you look closely over here onto the right-hand side down towards the lake, you could see little white spots. That is still snow. Even though this was August 1st and it was quite warm out there, there's actually still patches of snow hanging around because they literally get that much snow every year. Again, beautiful. What a beautiful sight. This is absolutely fantastic. I don't know how much you can hear me. It's quite windy. Sitting here on the edge of Crater Lake. That's it behind me. Look at the way those clouds reflect off that blue water. Holy Moses. This is absolutely gorgeous. So glad I took the time to make the drive up. It's I'm not sure what the elevation is. Last time I saw it was like 5,000 feet. It feels like we're higher than that. So um, totally worth it. This whole area is absolutely beautiful. I mean, absolutely fantastic. The valley, the mountains, and now this. Wow. There's my van. This is what I've been driving. Yeah, this is something I've been wanting to do ever since I was a kid. Just never have made it out here, so I'm glad I have now. So I'm going to continue on around up the road here, up the rim, see some other vantage points. I didn't have a whole lot of time to be able to spend there at the national park, so I only hit vantage points on one side of the lake. Really wish I could have done the complete loop around there because if this is what it looks like from everywhere, can only imagine how beautiful it is just taking it in from all angles. I didn't see any wildlife to speak of, honestly. I don't know if that's normal for this time of year. Um, I vaguely remember maybe some gophers or marmots or something at one stop, but that was it. No eagles, no anything else, honestly. But of course, the real focal point is the lake itself and how blue it is, the different colors of blue. And I remember watching other YouTube videos while I was planning this trip and people talking about how amazing that view is and the different colors. You can see even just as I moved the camera there, how the blues got lighter and darker in the different areas. See how that goes now? If you're looking right at the bottom, it went from a lighter blue to a darker blue as I moved the camera. This vantage point is actually taken while I put the GoPro on a pole and stuck it out the window of my van as I was pulled off to the side of the road just to see what it looked like down the side of that the embankment towards the lake. The reflection of the clouds on the water was fantastic. This next one here is actually a picture of how close you can actually get to it. This is me pulled into one of those parking spots looking out. Absolutely beautiful. Wish I had more time to spend there, but I still had a decent little drive to go, and it was a long day. I'd been quite tired, but needed to get me into Medford so I can get some gas, get to my hotel, get some sleep, and get ready for the next day. Life on the road, needing to get gas here in Medford, Oregon. Oregon is one of only 2 states where you can't pump your own gas. So, sitting here waiting for my turn to have somebody pump gas for me. That guy just jumped out and did it though. May have kicked off because the guy that's working it's way up there. So yeah, no biggie. Just, relaxing.